One of the members has passed away, right?
Yeah,
Recently. Double K.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Which is a shame. But and it's annoying, like when I have an album or an artist that I want to check out passed away, as in like they've just passed away, not like in the past or anything. Because then I feel a bit, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel a bit bad only then checking out their music.
I know what you mean.
Because like a member has passed away or because they've passed away. I always feel like now I don't want to, I don't even know why I stand that on that level with that train of thought, because I don't think it's that much of an issue. It's just there is something weird about the idea of so many people suddenly taking interest only when someone dies. I think that's what bothers me, when it's like they were there before, they were on the list before, they were on your list. For me personally, it's like, well, they were on my list. Why did it take for them to die for you to then check them out? And it might be like, well, life just comes, life happens, you know, you can't control that. There's all these other artists on your list, you know. Things might come up that might not involve death. They might just become popular in the news again or something, and you might be like, oh, that guy's on my list, I should go check him out. I guess when it comes to things like death, it's just so like it takes it out of the music and the art, and it's like that's a natural person, and you're like, man, it's feel weird only then giving something attention because of that. So like I tend to not jump on it. If I hear an artist has passed away and it's someone I wanted to check out, try not to jump on it straight away and give it some time and just treat it like naturally. I'll get into it. I won't be biased when I listen to it. Like, man, this person just died. Damn. Because sometimes that can make you think something's really great. It's not. You kind of just feel some sympathy because the guy's like passed away. I don't know if you feel that.
I do understand what you mean.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily subscribe to your way of thinking, because
Sure.
When I was finding hip hop and my feet in hip hop, you know, I started listening to it really, I think in like 98, 99.
Sure.
Tupac was dead how many years at that point? And he was my gateway into hip hop. So I was already you know, paying attention to his music and just how influential he was, I guess, because it, you know, his death did exacerbate his cultural impact, I think. But not to take away from what he did while he was alive, he was an absolute machine, and that I guess facilitated a lot of the music that I heard post death, you know.
Sure.
But yeah, I do know what you mean. It's almost like a guilt thing when you hear, you know, you hear music from an artist who's passed away, and you feel like, well, I didn't give them the time of day when they were alive. So
I think that's what it's more like. Yeah.
It's
So
tough.
with your Tupac example, for me, I'd be like, well, yeah, when I got into hip hop, some of the artists had died at that point too. And they kind of, you know, like Biggie or whatever, and you know, they become like legendary status because of their death or whatever. However, I find that a little bit different to what I'm saying now, I guess, because it's like, well, I didn't listen to them because they died. I think that's the
Yeah,
I'm talking about. They just happen to be dead.
Yeah, and also, I guess we're talking about OGs of the game. I guess we're talking about, you know, two of the greatest to have ever done it, I guess.
Yeah, you can't really escape them.
Whereas, yeah, because they were so entrenched and embedded in the culture. And I guess that, yeah, I suppose that's a bit of a bad example from myself when dealing with these guys, because they were so under the radar. I didn't
very under radar.
Yeah, I didn't hear about these guys until I think 2014 when I met my wife.
Did she introduce you?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was really shocked, because I like to think that I've got a decent basis of musical knowledge, not just in hip hop, but in quite a few genres. And I hadn't heard of them, and loads of my friends had, and they would be telling me David, you haven't heard people under the stairs. Like, what's the matter with you? And I don't know. It was like a secret that passed me by. So